everyone, this is Star with Ariana Stark. This is a weekly reading which will cover all topics from general love, health or relationships. This will be from 3rd to 9th July. We will cover all 12 sun signs from Aries right down to Pisces. Cross watchers also welcome to have a look at this reading. Do like, share and subscribe as well. Let's just understand what's in store for you in this week. For Aries, I do have the card, the teacher appears from the Divine Messages Oracle, and I also have this card, bliss. This week, I think spiritual awakening is very likely for many Aries because the teacher could be a spiritual teacher. It could also mean that you need to work on your skill set with this card. Maybe you also need to hone your talents. Sometimes these hard lessons can also be teaching something. If there's a sense of loss in this week ahead, or if you're having disagreements, then it would be better to walk away. You also need to focus at work. Maybe your superior could point out mistakes in your work, and that is something which is completely avoidable. However, with respect to your love life, I also have this card, bliss. Possibly, you could enjoy good conversations with your person. The heavens are also blessing this union. Try to keep away from disagreements, like I said, even in a relationship. Maybe some of you may also want to be single. That is why you want to walk away from your current partner. That is also going to give you a sense of happiness, a sense of calm. Let's just move from Aries to Taurus. For Taurus, I have this card, as above, so below. There could be positive developments this week. The heavens are also blessing you. Maybe the stars are also affecting your outward behavior on earth, because the planetary movements does have a bearing. In case you are following sun signs, or in case you are following astrologically the chart, then the planets currently overhead are going to influence you this week. I think many of you could also be traveling, or you're making travel plans. You're also going to get opportunities with respect to work. So the universe is definitely aligning for your highest good. Maybe your social circle is also going to widen this week, but there are certain limitations. Try not to act out of turn, because someone could question your moves. I also have this card, my soul's language. Possibly, some Taurans, you're enjoying good communication with your person. Telepathically also, you could be very connected at the soul level. This is a bond which you need to cherish. Those of you who are single, I think it's possible that you could meet prospective suitors. Maybe someone is showing more than a passing interest in you, because you're getting acquainted with people, or you're going to come in contact with new faces this week. This person could also be someone who is interested in your line of work, but the primary reason for him to get connected to you is because he has feelings for you. I think you will brush this aside because you don't like unwanted attention as well. Again, some Taurans, you could also be making travel plans to be with your person. Maybe you're also communicating or exchanging love notes this week. From Taurus, I will move to Gemini. For Gemini, I have the card, be vigilant. The squirrel, it's your stand up. It's very intuitive animal. It is aware of what's going on in its surroundings. Even if it hears just the rustling of leaves, it is going to be very vigilant. It is going to be very watchful. I think this week the need of the hour, Geminis, is to be keeping your ears close to the ground. Maybe there could also be trouble on account of a woman, so you need to be careful. Oftentimes, this week you could also be a bit emotional, so follow your inner voice, follow your intuition. Maybe you will be proved right eventually, but currently I think it is better to cooperate, to collaborate with others. You are also very creative and imaginative, and you also have a way with words, so be tactful. I think others could also expect you to do some soul searching. Maybe you will feel the need to keep away from others. Eventually, you will be proved right, but in the current scenario, I think you need to lie low. I also have this card, hesitancy, commitment phobia, from the Love Oracle deck. Some of you could be wanting to settle down, or you could be having second thoughts about a relationship with this card. The ring isn't going to slip into the fingers quite yet. It is going to take some time. Maybe you're hesitant, or maybe it could also be true with respect to your person. Some of you could also be enjoying good conversations with the person on account of work. This person definitely does want to stay in touch, but then you are also going to put limitations on yourself. Maybe you think your family was going to play spoil sport, or eventually this relationship will not work. So that is why you need to be careful. Other than that, I'm also picking up Geminis currently that you also need to save for a rainy day, because the squirrel also holds nuts for the winter season when it hibernates. Let's move from Gemini to Cancer. For Cancer, I do have this card, Healing Angels. I think this week you're going to be very restless, impatient. You want clarity with respect to how you should proceed in life, or with respect to a particular matter that is bothering you in this week. I think you should call upon your healing angels, your archangels. Maybe it's Archangel Raphael, Michael, Gabriel. You should ask them to assist you in your hour of need. They are going to step in only if you call them. So Cancerians, you will do well if you call them. Some of you will also be on the move. Maybe you're getting ready for a trip or travel of some kind. Basically, you could also be commuting great distances. I also have this card, I Lost Myself in You, from the Love Oracle deck. Now, this is a couple which is madly in love. They are holding hands. So definitely, I think you can enjoy good conversations with your person. Maybe time will just fly away while you're in each other's presence. So you need to enjoy deep conversations, because this is a soul connection that you share with this person. It needs to be cherished for sure. Those of you who are in an unhappy connection, maybe you're very restless on account of this person, your spouse or your partner, so you're going to question your relationship as well this week. Let's move from Cancer to Leo. For Leo, I have this card, Disquiet, Unease. I think your focus is going to be on money matters. You do want a financially stable and secure home life. Professionally, you want to feel content, but there's some kind of uneasiness which you're going to feel in the pit of the stomach. These are warning signs from your angels, from your higher self, so you should not ignore them. I think your home life is also going to be a bit disturbed this week. Leos, you should also be careful of your stomach. Maybe you could have issues with respect to the digestive system, so be watchful about what you eat or what you intake. Maybe this disquiet is also coming about on account of your relationship. Maybe you feel there's lack of warmth and ardor in your relationship. That is why you want to walk away from your present partner, or you want to distance yourself. This person, he seems to be in a very defensive mode. He is looking at the distant mountain, which seems to be a challenge. So your relationship could be a challenge this week. Maybe you're also going to talk about your unhappy relationship with someone who cares to listen. I think you need to be very careful as to whom you discuss your situation. Maybe you are in a third party situation and you want to be in the arms of your beloved. Nevertheless, I think financial security is uppermost on your mind. You're also going to make gains, so strike while the iron is hot. Let's move from Leo to Virgo. For Virgo, I have the card Sudden Development. With this card, your crown chakra is definitely going to be active this week. So listen to the messages or to the vivid dreams that you're going to get within this week from 3rd to 9th July. These are messages from your higher self, from your angels, and it would be imprudent to ignore them. You will also be on your toes. Maybe your responsibilities are going to increase because colleagues are absent. You have to step up and take charge. You know you're going to make quick progress even if you feel a bit rattled. I think you're going to be someone who is going to take the initiative. You're going to complete the task. So there's going to be a respite at hand. But try to cover up on your sleep. Virgos, try to get sufficient rest this week. Maybe others are also trying to give you a bad name, so be careful on account of the same. With respect to your love life, I do have this card, Possessive. I think some of you could be in a relationship which is very claustrophobic, where you may feel as though you're completely bound in this relationship, enchained, entrapped. You see this chain, it also is very rusty and full of cobwebs. So there should be freedom in a relationship for love to blossom. This could even be you. Maybe you're very possessive. Maybe you think your partner has other suitors. That is why your ears could stand up this week. I think some of you could also want to reach out to your person. Maybe this person is spurning your advances, or it could also be that you're in a position to reject the advances of a prospective suitor. Maybe you're going to give him or her sleepless nights this week. Nevertheless, I think you're going to be very alert. Like I said, you're going to make the most of the situation, even if you're going to be troubled on account of the same. From Virgo, I will move to Libra. For Libra, I do have this card, a ticket to ride, from the Divine Messages Oracle. Possibly, you're going to be on your feet, you're going to make travel plans this week. Maybe you should also get your travel documents in order. Some of you could also have to be prepared because there could be clients at short notice. Maybe you also need to be very firm while dealing with them. They could be outstation clients who expect you to make allowances for them. I think you need to be firm. You're also going to be busy on account of technical work, paperwork. Your talents will also be esteemed at this time. I also have this card, monosyllables, my feelings are deeper than I can express. Now this card is clearly outlining that even if your person or even you are not explicit, love is very deep and it needs to be cherished. Communication is the key here, so you need to express rather than talk in monosyllables, rather than be tacit when it comes to your feelings. Some of you could also be in a relationship which is very oppressive. Maybe your person is very dominating or dogmatic and wants you under his thumb. So you need to be mindful of the same, Librans. Let's move from Libra to Scorpio. We have this card, the weakest link, from the Divine Messages Oracle. Now, if you look closely, the pencil in this card is snapping or it's breaking. So definitely I think people will attack your weaknesses. Maybe they see you as the weakest link. They are going to make you the fall guy. They are going to blame you for their weaknesses. So you need to embolden yourself at this time, Scorpions. Financially also you may be feeling the heat. Maybe you should also be careful with finances. You may have to cough up fines, or you may have to be generous towards others. Money could be flowing out and this could be a concern for you. Maybe on account of medical issues as well, money is being spent. Technical challenges will also arrive for many Scorpions this week. So like I said, I think you need to stay motivated. You shouldn't let anyone walk over you. From the Love Oracle deck, I do have this card, Silent Treatment. I think lack of communication could be a issue for many Scorpions who are already dating or romancing. Maybe this person is not being explicit when it comes to his feeling, not wearing his heart on his sleeve. That is why it feels like a stalemate. So you need to communicate, or this person should make an effort to communicate here. Maybe some of you are also making travel plans to be with your person who lives elsewhere, or your person and you could be buying gifts for each other. That is why also money is being invested. Let's move from Scorpio to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I have this card, Fair and Square. Now the legal system could be uppermost on your mind, into legal matters at this time. I think in relationships also you need to be just and square, or you're going to be expecting justice from someone. Maybe you think this person is treating you in an unjust fashion. You also need to look into anything pertaining to property matters or legacy. Paperwork or technical matters will keep you preoccupied. I do believe that your schedule could be going for a toss. Maybe there's going to be a client at short notice. Maybe this person also expects you to make allowances for him or her, but then you need to be firm because this person or your patron is definitely going to fall in line. I think you're going to be someone who is making gains materially. From the Love Oracle deck, I have this card, Soul Whispers, Endearments. Maybe your person and you are connected on the 5D plane. Maybe you're also going to get dreams, or maybe you're also going to enjoy romantic moments. I think you could even be addressing your person as your darling or your sweetheart. So these are terms of endearments which are definitely reserved for your special someone. I think some of you could also be in an unhappy connection. Maybe this person is also very dominating. That is why you need to draw the line and be firm. Maybe you expect him to be treating you in a fair manner. Let's move from Sagittarius to Capricorn. For Capricorn, I have the card Thrive. I think despite the adverse situation or circumstances that you find yourself in this week, you're going to thrive and flourish like this plant which is blossoming and it is flowering and blooming in this week. You also need to focus at work. Maybe you're going to be very distracted. You also need to look closely at financial affairs. Maybe a question of ethics could also arise. Other than that, I also feel that Capricorns, you could be a tad emotional this week, so walk away from any kind of disagreement. Also, you shouldn't be hasty in your speech. You also need to safeguard your health. With respect to your love life, I have this card, My Other Soul. Maybe you regard this person as your soulmate. You have shared past lifetimes together, but some kind of emotional scenes could happen in your love life as well. So you need to be careful not to speak out of turn. Yet your person and you do share a closeness, and that needs to bloom and blossom. Those of you who are in an unhappy connection, I think you need to keep away from any kind of disagreements or discord. Maybe you're going to question your relationship as well this week. Let's move from Capricorn to Aquarius. For Aquarians, I do have a very positive card, Rewards God Sent. I think you're going to enjoy the fruits of your labor. I think you're going to make material gains. Somebody definitely has your back. Maybe you can also talk about your sob story to anyone who is going to be kindly disposed towards you. Maybe this person is going to make amends or is going to be generous towards you. Technical challenges would also arise for Aquarians this week. I also have this card, Searching Your Eyes for Answers. Possibly, some of you could be questioning your relationship. Maybe there's been disagreement. Maybe you expect your person to be more forthcoming rather than speak in monosyllables. I think this person could also be someone older than you, someone who has deep pockets, someone who could even be in your own profession. Let's move from Aquarius to Pisces. For Pisces, I do have this card, Protective Shield. I think you need to be careful because there are harsh energies around you. Soldiers always wear armors when they are battle ready. That is why you need to safeguard your energy levels, steer clear of energy vampires. Maybe they are sucking your energy and leaving you emotionally drained. The need of the hour also is to negotiate, to be tactful when it comes to business matters or while dealing with clients or patrons or even the boss. You need to be on your toes. You also need to be flexible rather than be very rigid. Your schedule could also go for a toss, even if you like to work in an organized fashion this week. Be prepared because there are going to be alterations in your schedule. I also have this card, My Other Soul. I think you are going to recognize each other as soulmates, you and your person, that is. Possibly you need to cherish this relationship. It is a soulmate bond. It is a bond that you have shared in past lifetime as well. This person and you understand each other perfectly well. So like I said, you need to allow love to blossom. Maybe you should also be mindful of your words while dealing with your person, because sometimes we can say something untoward and that could make your person recoil. So be more romantic. I think you can also have discussions related to work, and this person could help you out for sure. I hope everyone you liked your reading. This is Star with Ariana Stark. Do give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye till the next time.